Rory, first of all, a very warm welcome to Park Hall, the home of the New Saints. Let's go back in time, shall we, though? Certainly, as far as you're concerned, born in Derry, in Northern Ireland, and you started your career proper with Derry City.
Yeah, I grew up in Derry, played youth football at Derry, then moved to Derry City when I was like 17, and then come through the ranks at Derry. I made my debut, I think it was 19, and then just kicked on from there.
And that's where you got to know Josh Daniels as well.
Yeah, me and Josh go way back. I know Josh from the age of maybe 10 or 11, played in the same youth team together, and then Josh went to Derry first, and then I followed him, and then we played together at Derry, and then obviously I moved to Bristol and he moved on. I think he went to Glentoran, and then now we're back together.
And obviously you impressed when you were with Derry because Bristol City, as you said, they signed you.
Yeah. Played a few games at Derry, and then it was actually in the European competition that Bristol seen me. Played a few games there, done well, and then I went on trial at Bristol City twice. Must have done enough, and then signed a contract there on deadline day, I think.
And then you also played on loan at Barrow and Rochdale. Were those experiences important to you at that time as you developed as a young footballer?
Yeah, for definite. Like I think all young footballers need to go out and play games, and I think I come over at the age of 20, 21, so I went on loan to the National League and then come back, and then in the January went to League One at Rochdale, and I think that put me in good stead because then I kicked on from there, went back to Bristol, and the next season I felt it was a lot better, a lot stronger, but I think it done me well.
And did you find that the game in England was substantially different to that which you were used to in Ireland?
Yes and no. Obviously in Ireland I maybe didn't play too many games senior level, so it was a big shock, especially in the National League where it's a bit physical. But then in League One I felt like technically I was good enough to play, so played 6 or 7 games there, and I feel like I was able to do that.
And then you moved to the English Midlands and you became a saddler.
Yeah. Spent, I think it was three seasons at Walsall. I loved it there. Played a lot of games. Played under Darrell Clark, then Matt Taylor, then obviously I picked up an injury, which was a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I love my time there.
We'll come to the injury in a moment or two, but you did score while you were with Walsall as well. Any particular goal that stands out?
Probably my first against Northampton. I think it was like in the 90th minute to win 3-2 and in front of all the home fans. So yeah, I was buzzing with that. And then obviously I scored against Bolton, a few other teams. So yeah, a few standout moments, but I think that Northampton game was definitely the best one.
You mentioned the injury just now. Obviously that was longer term, longer than you wanted it to be, certainly. How much of it in terms of the coming through the injury itself is down to mental strength as opposed to just the physical side of things?
Yeah, for definite. I think being injured is 90% mental, because you're spending a lot of time on your own in the gym. And if people question you, is he ever going to come back? And I feel like that's made me a better person. Maybe not a better player, but definitely a better person, because I know deep down mentally I'm a lot stronger than I was before it.
And Darrell moved to Port Vale and he took you with him.
Yeah, I followed him. Went to Port Vale last year, and to be fair, gave me the opportunity to get back fit and enjoy my football game, which I did.
And bringing us right to the present time, when did you realise that the New Saints were interested in you?
As soon as the season finished, really. I spoke to my agent. They were like, the New Saints are obviously interested. If you want to speak to JD, as the boys call him, I call him Josh. So I give him a message, and he only had good things to say about it. So, and then I met the gaffer, and he told me about everything, told me about Europe and the ambitions, and I thought it'd be perfect for me at the age I am.
And did Josh's input into your decision make it an easier one to make?
Yeah, for definite. Like he only had good things to say. He said, speaking about Europe, and obviously I had a bit of experience in Europe when I was young, so I'm just excited now to get going.
And how much did you know about the Cymru Premier before you signed for TNS?
To be fair, not much, but then obviously knowing Josh and I have Josh on social media, seen it on his Instagram and stuff, so I did take a bit of an interest in it. So I know bits and pieces, but hopefully now I'll get to know more.
And obviously with European games on the horizon, was that also a pull in terms of putting the pen to paper as far as Park Hall was concerned?
Yeah, of course it is. Every lad wants to play in Europe and test himself against the best player. So that was a big thing for me to go and test myself the way I did when I was younger, and now hopefully kick on and do well and hopefully get into group stages.
And as well as domestic football, you've also graced the international stage, under 21 level for Northern Ireland.
Yeah, played, I think it was 3 or 4 games for Northern Ireland. Played against Luxembourg, Spain. We actually beat Spain and stuff, so it was a great experience for myself. And playing international football is what everybody wants to do and what you dream of, and it's the same with the European football here, so I loved it.
And obviously Spain is a great opponent, but would it be true to say that maybe Luxembourg was the game that stands out for you personally because you scored the only goal in that fixture to give Northern Ireland the victory?
Yeah, scoring for Northern Ireland was an amazing experience for me. I've never obviously scored before, and to score the winner, it was great.
You can play across the midfield line, you can also feature up front as well. Do you feel that those attributes help you to become a more rounded player?
Yeah, being able to play multiple positions obviously helps. Anywhere from midfield forward, I feel comfortable getting on the ball, driving at players, creating chances, scoring goals. So, yeah.
And Rory, away from the game, because we all know how pressured it can be at times, what do you like to do to relax?
To be fair, I would say not much, but as speaking earlier, I actually started a bit of golf. I'm not great, but I mean, it gets my mind off of football. Having my missus tortured at home, me just hitting golf balls all over the apartment.
And how important is it having a family?
Yeah, it's massive for me. It's like she obviously through my injury had to go through a lot as well, and she was there for me, and only have good things to say, because if she wasn't there, obviously I would have been probably a lot more down, because she probably took a lot of the load off my shoulders at the time.
And you've been at a number of football clubs, whether permanent or on loan, and as you know, there's always an initiation ceremony for new players. Here at the New Saints, there will be a time when you'll be expected to stand up in front of everyone and sing us a song. What are we likely to expect from you?
I mean, you'll not be expecting much because I'm not great, but I would say it'd be between maybe the script or Jason Mraz, I'm Yours, so we'll see come the time.
And you've been training for a while now. How's it going in terms of settling in with your teammates?
It's been great. It's been tough, obviously, and it's been good to get to know the lads. I think I've been here since day one of pre-season, so it's been enjoyable but tough. And obviously now that it's been 1 or 2 weeks, I've actually got to get a relationship with all the lads, and I feel like I'm growing more and more into the group.
Rory, thank you for your time today. Very much appreciated. And again, on behalf of everyone at the New Saints, we wish you all the very, very best for the upcoming season and beyond.
Thank you very much.